What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrubby here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are all having a great day. I know I am. And if you are having a great day, do me a favor and press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam. You will be picked up by an Egyptian hitchhiker that will not tell you about the curse of the mummy that takes place within his taxi. And sure enough, you will find a painful mummification death that night unless you press the like button. I'm sorry, guys, I don't make the rules, you know. I just have to tell you guys what they are, so press the like button. Anyways, that was an obnoxiously long intro, but today's probably gonna be an obnoxiously long video because I have some updates for you guys on the Karen situation. The Karen saga is obviously my most famous work to date. I don't think anybody can deny that. It's like, you know, if I was Chef Boyardee, these are my raviolis. It's definitely my best work yet. For those of you who hasn't seen this, because we've gained about like 200k since the last time there was a major update, I had this neighbor named Karen who I had a lot of beef with. She was crazy. There's like a 4-hour video on my channel of her antics. She is a nut job. Literally the craziest person ever. She was my neighbor. She would break into my house. She's crazy. She ended up moving because she hated me so much. And, you know, I hadn't talked to her since I ran into her at Target one day. And I was watching Catfish, which is what I've been doing. I haven't been feeling very well, so I've been binge watching whatever's on. So I was binge watching Catfish, and there was this thing about how he couldn't see this one account's post because he was blocked by them on Facebook. And I don't use my Facebook a lot because I'm a boomer. But I do kind of use it because people in my neighborhood, especially my neighbors, are obviously a little bit older. So, like, most of them are on Facebook. So, for convenience of being involved in the neighborhood, I do use my Facebook for that. And I thought about how I hadn't seen her in my wall in a very, very long time. Like a very long time. Which, to me, was a little suspicious because she posted a lot on Facebook. She was a very bored housewife who thought a lot of people really cared about her opinions. And nobody had the balls to tell her to just shut up. She was perpetually guilty of not passing the vibe check on Facebook. So I sign out and I sign into my brother's account because, you know, he wouldn't be blocked by her. So I go to her profile, and sure enough, I have about a month's worth of content that I was blocked from. I don't know when she blocked me, but like when I think about it, it was around the time I uploaded the video of when I ran into her at Target. So I think that was her, you know, just, whatever, I'm done. So she blocked me on Facebook. So I get on my brother's account and I'm scrolling through these posts, and obviously she is a very, very concerned person because of this virus. And I understand that it is very, very scary, but the reason I'm making this video is because she's a crazy person, and I just need to fill you guys in on the antics that this lady has apparently been up to. So before I decided to really commit and read a month worth of Facebook posts in chronological order, I kind of wanted to get a taste of what was going on, you know. I kind of wanted to understand if it was worth my investment of the rest of my night in reading these posts. And I kid you not, the most recent post was her bragging about how she had gotten kicked out of the 2 closest Walmarts and the 1st closest Target for, like, fighting people over toilet paper, and how she was only able to shop at Costco and Sam's Club now, LOL, and was like, isn't that funny? And people in the comments on her posts are encouraging her and being like, LMAO, go you, fighting for your fam. This lady had been banned from, like, 3 corporate chains at this point. She probably has a restraining order from Walmart. They've registered as a person just to be able to ban this lady from their store. This is obviously not a very sane woman, so I decide that it's worth the deep dive. I have to scroll a month back and read her panic from the very beginning when it comes to this virus. Because anytime somebody starts flexing the fact that they have fought 3 other soccer moms as if it's a badge of honor, it's crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if she walks around Costco now hoarding toilet paper like a goblin, wearing, you know, a chain with like knots of mom's hair, and each knot represents a mom who she's slain in the process of accumulating this massive toilet paper big enough to clog the New York toilet system. So the first mention of this virus basically starts with her saying that it's a hoax made by the Chinese government in order to dethrone America as an economic superpower, and how she's gonna send her kids to school regardless. She doesn't care if it's optional. She's gonna find a place that will educate her children because she's not gonna let China demand what she does with her life, and how she's telling her elderly mom to go to the grocery store because this virus is fake and we need to support America. Which, I mean, listen, I know a lot of people think this virus isn't as bad as like it should be, but even if it's just a super flu and it's gonna make you feel like crap for a week, I wouldn't go out of my way to get it, especially if the government says that we should stay home, you know? Plus, there's literally not much of a downside of telling your elderly mother to stay home when there's a deadly disease going around. Like, alright, maybe if you're 20, I can understand being a little bit carefree, not that you should be, you should stay home. But telling your 85-year-old chain-smoking grandma to go to the grocery store when there's a disease going around wiping boomers out like the plague, it might not be the best idea. But within a week, she goes from thinking that the entire thing is fake and saying how none of this matters and we all need to keep going to school and working, to literally, in a week, the other posts start to sound like this. The Chinese bioweapon has been unleashed upon America, and now it will slowly degrade us to the point where they can take over. I don't know why she's just blaming China for everything, dude. It's like, you know in action movies when the bad guys are always Russian? Like, literally all of them. It's weird. Nobody understands why, but the bad guys are always Russian. That's apparently Karen with the audacity to be vibing with blaming the Chinese people on everything. Like, her milk could go spoiled in the fridge just because she unplugged it, and she would hop on Facebook and be like, the Chinese unleashed their bio-satellite weapon that spoiled my milk because I'm spreading propaganda to let Americans know the truth about them. She's just whack. So now there's a bioweapon, and she starts hoarding. She starts posting pictures of this, like, room in her house, and it's filled to the brim with a bunch of stuff that she bought in bulk, but it's just stuff that doesn't make any sense. And she titled it like Apocalypse Stash, and it was just stuff where I was like, okay, I kind of get it, but why? There wasn't hordes and hordes of toilet paper yet. The first items that she bought in bulk were, and I'm not kidding, she had like 14 plungers in the corner of the room, which, I mean, I guess sure, your plumbing might be useful during the apocalypse, but why do you need 14 plungers? Are you gonna use one on a bi-weekly schedule just to make sure that, you know, they don't get contaminated? I don't get it. Why do you need 14 plungers? 7,000 garbage bags. Like, I'm not even kidding. Half the room is filled with just massive boxes of garbage bags, which I'm not denying, definitely useful in the apocalypse. But if you're flexing your stash, you think you would have like food or water, you know, your kids can't exactly eat Glad Hefty bags. But hey, maybe her kids can. She's taught them the hard way to digest plastic. That way they can beat the Chinese bioweapon when everybody else has to eat normal food. So we have plungers in trash bags, and then in bulk is saltine crackers, which I guess is a good food source. And I mean, saltines are solid, sure, but if you want me to survive the apocalypse eating nothing but saltines and fighting off mutant corona zombies with plungers while my mom screams at me about how she needs to talk to the manager even though none of them exist, I think I'm gonna go a little bit crazy. So apparently Karen's family is gonna be shielding themselves from radiation with Glad Hefty garbage bags, swinging their plungers wildly while munching on saltines like salt-craved addicts. I don't even know, man. It's gonna be a terrifying sight like ghouls from Fallout. But I guess hoarding is relatively normal for like a soccer mom in a neighborhood who's probably just watching the news and freaking herself out. And this is when it starts to get unhinged. This is when she gets banned from the first Walmart. She says, and I quote on Facebook, I'm not gonna post it because she's already threatened to sue me 90 times and I'm not gonna bother. The corporate heads at Walmart have been bought out by the Chinese government and are officially expending the American family. I was banned today while trying to buy enough toilet paper to last my family for a month. They said I could only buy one, as if that was going to be enough when really hits the fan. I don't know about you, but I want to make sure that my family is safe and prepared. I ended up getting in a fight with the manager because they wouldn't let me leave, and they officially have banned me from the store. Be careful out there, patriots. You never know what corporations have been bought out by the Chinese government and will do anything to destroy the American family. So, this unhinged soccer mom decided to throw hands with the manager of a Walmart, who's definitely already having a long day with all the soccer moms going crazy, because he wouldn't let her buy the entire store's worth of toilet paper. And she's like, look, this is clear evidence that the corporation of Walmart, the multi-billion dollar corporation of Walmart, is single-handedly got it out for me. They're only trying to destroy me because they think that I'm a stinky pants. So At this point, I'm like, oh, this is deeper than just buying a lot of trash bags in case the apocalypse happens. This girl is really going nuts. And I don't know what's worse. The fact that she's posting this and claiming that the corporation of Walmart has officially been bought out and is just doing everything to destroy America. Or the fact that she had 25 comments that were like supportive of it, you know? OMG, can't believe that corporations will always fall to the highest profit. Shame on Walmart. And you're like, what? You people are hyping her up? It's as if everybody that's just forgetting to take their crazy pills got together on Facebook and just started hyping each other up, you know? There was a guy in her comment section that I got on a rabbit hole on that had doctor in his name on Facebook. Come to find out, this dude had like a doctorate in music theory, and he's on all of her posts preaching information about medicine, and his evidence was, I'm a doctor, I know about this stuff. Sorry, bro, you might be able to compose the Macarena, but I'm not taking music advice from a doctorate in music theory. Like, a medicinal advice? No, maybe music advice, sorry. Slipped up there. But I'm not listening to, like, the lead singer of the White Stripes come up to me and tell me about corona safety guidelines. No, thank you. So, there's this entire crazy world of crazy people hyping each other up, and apparently Walmart is an evil corporation. So after getting banned from the first Walmart, I guess her husband and her decided that the city was not enough because she had already moved once recently in order to, you know, get away from me. She thought that I was evil because she broke into my house and I made a YouTube video about it. That's an entirely different story. Me and this woman have history, okay? Like, she's psycho, but I guess her and her husband decided that the city was no longer safe, and this is right when schools had shut down around then. So they decided that they were going to take their RV, drive it to the middle of nowhere in Idaho, and hide out while the apocalypse happened because they were convinced that the coronavirus was going to lead to the end of the world. Like, they literally drop everything, leave their house in an RV, drive to the middle of nowhere, and are posting on Facebook about how they're going to be learning to live off the grid because this virus is obviously going to be the end of everything. Like, this lady is nuts. In the span of, you know, a month, she went from like, it's not real to, we're dropping everything and going to the middle of nowhere. And at this point, she's only been kicked out of one Walmart. And when I see she's moved to the middle of nowhere, I'm like, huh, that's odd. How does she get banned from more? Like, what are the odds here? So this is when the story gets even weirder. She starts posting on Facebook about this, like, doctor that her and her husband had met in the woods while learning how to scour for berries. Like, on Craigslist, this dude had a berry hunting course, and they met him, and he was like, I'm a doctor in spiritual science, and he starts telling them that they don't need to be afraid of it at all. They just need to quarantine and buy his, like, special juice that he makes out of naturally foraged berries, because trust me, he's a natural doctor, so he definitely knows what's up, all right? All you haters out there really just don't vibe with him. And she's posting on Facebook about, like, the natural teachings of this, and apparently she's like seeing him commit miracles, and she's posting these, like, grainy videos with her weird Android camera because, you know, I don't know, maybe Apple's spying on the world, whatever crazy conspiracy theory she apparently believes because she's a nut job. So, she ends up, like, joining this weird cult thing where basically every night she goes to these, like, ceremonies in the woods and listens to this nature doctor, I don't know, make a berry smoothie to prevent them from getting the virus. I don't know. I don't understand how this stuff happens, guys. I don't get it. So, she joins a cult with her husband in the middle of nowhere from their RV. And then the cult guy is like, all right, we can go rejoin society. So them and the rest of the cult come back. They all move to Vegas. I don't know why. Cults really vibe in Vegas because I guess the cops just have like more important stuff to do, you know? The cult that's like weirdly harvesting berries in the backyard of a Vegas home probably isn't getting much attention because Las Vegas has like actual crimes. But in the middle of nowhere, you know, sometimes cops just got nothing better to do. Like if you're from a small town, cops really be trying to catch you speeding just because they're bored, you know? Whereas in a big city, they're like, look, I have 87 people that have been run over in the last 20 seconds in a hit and run incident. I don't have time to be dealing with your speeding, okay? So whatever. They moved though, so they like are in the process of selling their house. Houses aren't selling a lot because obviously not a lot of people are moving right now. Like, not a lot of people are really vibing with the idea of having a bunch of strangers that they don't know in their house right now coughing on stuff. A lot of people aren't down to move right now. So they take out a loan to get another house, which, I mean, I'm not a financial advisor, but maybe not the smartest decision. And now, ladies and gentlemen, she's still shopping back at home after taking out another loan for an entire cult. All the cult moms get together and they vibe out and go to buy food for the natural wood doctor who's making them smoothies so they can stay safe. This sounds like something that you would see on one of those, like, I Shouldn't Be Alive shows from the Discovery Channel, where it's a kid who grew up in some weird cult. So obviously this is bizarre, but now the theory why she has to fight with more managers at stores, because keep in mind, she's been banned from multiple of them, like apparently corporations have it out for her, is now that the corporations are aware of the magic work of their doctor, the leader of their cult, and they don't want him to cure corona because they're gonna profit off of it by jacking up the prices and making Americans buy stuff and then still getting sick so they can destroy the family. As for why Walmart would want less people alive to buy food from them, I don't know. I'm just saying, from a logical perspective here, why would corporations want less people to be alive if that means less people will buy their stuff? It just doesn't make sense, but whatever. Apparently that's the case. And I also love how she thinks that, like, the government and Walmart, all of that is, like, just sitting there in their meetings right now with this global pandemic going on, and the president stands up and he's like, ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget the biggest threat to safety of all. And, like, the slideshow is just some bearded dude picking up berries in, like, a thong, you know, and giving it to soccer moms and convincing them to join his cult. That's not happening. Walmart does not care about your crappy cult leader. Your cult's not even cool. Cults are supposed to be, like, somewhat interesting. Your cult is just lame. Berries don't have magic properties. If they did, everyone and their mom would be walking around like it was Hogwarts. So maybe think critically next time, you dum-dum. Also, imagine being in a Target, you're just trying to get some toilet paper while everyone's going insane across the country. You're just vibing, you pick up one roll, you're not trying to cause a problem, you know? Next thing you know, some lady is screaming at you about how you're a part of the Chinese plot to hide their woodland doctor's magical berries, and then, like, you're a manager working and people have been going crazy, so you think you know how to deal with it, and then she starts karate chopping your carotid artery because she thinks that you're a part of the governmental plot to hide the magic wood doctor's magic berries. Like, that just sounds like a long day. No wonder she got banned. I feel like most of the time places like that are pretty forgiving because people tend to be pretty whack during times of crisis when, like, shopping, but if some lady is screaming something about how I am opposed to her magic woodland doctor, she's banned for life. I'm just not vibing with it. It's over. So she's gone off the deep end. I don't know. It went from fake to somehow joining a woodland doctor's cult, and I just don't think I could ever personally believe in anything that sounds like it's like the beginning plot of a Disney movie, you know? Long ago in ancient land, there was a woodland doctor who used berries to fix the world. But when the world needed him most, evil corporations ruined the planet and made him go live on a ship where robots eventually found his magic book and discovered it. It's Wall-E 2. Welcome. You know, like, I'm just saying, it sounds too good to be true, so it is. And plus, if anyone was magic, it would not be a weird dude in the middle of nowhere. Like, I hate this idea that people who are magic would only use their powers to help noble causes. Nah. People who are magic would definitely be out there with their billions, like Joe Exotic, with their Tiger King swag. It's just ridiculous to assume that they would all be good people. It's not true. But, yeah, that's the update on my neighbor Karen. I know you guys ask for it a lot, but she went off the deep end, literally went to the middle of nowhere, joined a cult, and has now been banned from most, like, places where you can buy food, and is flexing the fact she has to shop at Costco with her cult fam, which, I mean, do you, sis? Weird flex, but okay. I guess you guys should just vibe out and do whatever. Anyways, guys, I know this is a longer video, and I'm sorry about that. I don't know what's been going on, man. Whenever I feel good enough to record, like, I want to go long, I've just been not feeling good most of the time, so I'm sorry about that. If you enjoyed, though, you should subscribe, press that subscribe button, turn on notifications. If you turn on notifications, send a screenshot to my Instagram at Scrubby, Twitter at Scrubby_69. You should follow those both, because I give somebody a shout out every day. Today's notification shout out goes to Alex Muffin 66. I don't know why you are a muffin named Alex, but more power to you, bro. And yeah, if you really want to support the channel, you should get some of the merch down below. And check out G Fuel and use code Scrubby at checkout for 30% off. And on that note, guys, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. Follow me on all my social media. Like, comment, subscribe. If you've made it this far into the video, be sure to comment the time 8:38 down below, just because I don't know, that's what time it is right now when I'm recording this in the morning. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys next time with another video. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. I'm out. Peace, 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 peace.